Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You're watching The Real Sarai. If you couldn't tell by the title down below, this is a school video. This is part of my final project. So, yeah, but I just thought I should give a little intro so I don't just post it onto my YouTube channel and my 85 subscribers are like, what is this? Why is there no intro? Why is she just talking? What's going on? Yeah, I just thought I should give this little intro before I actually start filming my speech and get right to it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hey guys, my name is Sarai and I'm here to tell you about why you should run a marathon. Yes, 26.2 miles. I know it sounds like a lot. It's like you're probably looking at me like, girl, are you serious? I could barely even do one. But let me tell you, running a marathon is one of those experiences that you're never gonna find anywhere else. No matter what you do in life, I'm pretty sure that marathons has its own unique experience that I really believe everyone should go through, like an experience at least once in their life. And it's okay, I get it. 26 miles sounds like a lot. There's always half marathons, which is just 13.1, you know, even just the 5K, which is simply just 3.5 miles ish. But my point is, one of these races is one of those things that I really feel that every person should go through. Why? Let me tell you about my experience. So back in high school, I decided that before I graduate, I was gonna run a marathon. I had no clue how I was gonna do it. I was a person that in PE, like you see the track, I would run like the long part and like would walk the half part and would still be out of breath. By the end of it, I'd be like the last person coming in. My time would barely be cut off at like 13:50, and then like everyone's already done sitting down. We're like, okay guys, the teacher's like, we gotta wait until Saturday gets back. And I'm like, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying my best. So yeah, so for me to put my mind to it and be like, I'm gonna run a marathon by the end of this, it was a really big step. But you know what, I did it, I got my medal, but I made it through, right? So at first I was kind of like, yeah, I'm really discouraged, which is why I'm pretty sure a lot of people in their life really haven't like ran a marathon for that exact reason, because they're like, that's just so much, I don't know how I could do it, I'm like so lazy right now. But it's just a matter of fact of picking yourself up and being like, I'm gonna go do this. Even if it's just like, you know what, one day I don't do anything, I'm gonna just get up and like run around the block. It's a start, you know. And then the next day you do 2, then you do 3, then you do 4, and then next thing you know, you're doing 26 and you're running from Dodger Stadium to the Santa Monica Pier. And if you don't know how far that is, it's 26.2 miles. And what was it, March 24th, 2019, I did that distance. I don't know how. I somehow managed to get it up inside me, and I was just like, I'm gonna go do this, you know. And there's just a lot of things that come with, whether it's not even just running a marathon, just running in general. Running is one of those things where you need to be comfortable with just being in your own head, you know, because even if you're running just a mile, you're running 2 miles, after a while, and even if you're playing music, after a while, that music tends to like disappear and you're just like thinking about random things that you don't even realize that you're thinking about. And then by the time that you're done running, you're like, what was I thinking about? But it was just that moment for you to like, oh, take time for yourself, know what you're doing, realize what you're doing, be like, you know, just be in the moment with yourself. So running 2 miles is like 30 minutes at most, maybe a little more, so maybe a little less if you're a little fast. But that's 30 minutes of being by yourself, literally by yourself. Even if you're surrounded by people, you're by yourself, because you can't be running and talking to the person right next to you unless you're really good at doing that. But I wasn't. So when you're running 26 miles, that's just a challenge that you do that for yourself. It's really hard to explain because a lot of people run marathons for different reasons, but it's the experience and like what you go through that is one of those things that I'm always gonna remember. And it's one of those things that even I've done other things and I haven't really felt that same appreciation or that same like type of encouragement, because when you're running like an entire marathon, whether you decide to do a half, 5K, 10K, whatever it is, people like are always cheering you on. It was surprising to me because like throughout the entire 26.2 miles, people were there and they were like, oh, like keep going, good job, like keep it up, run faster, you know. And I was like, you're right, I'm gonna keep running, I'm gonna keep going faster, I am gonna pick up the pace. you know, and it's just that type of encouragement that I haven't experienced anywhere else. You know, I've done robotics competitions. Yeah, sure, people encourage you, but it's not the same type of encouragement that I got on the sidelines while I was like going down Rodeo Drive or going down Echo Park or running up the hills in LA. There was nothing like it. And which is why I like every single time, like, I don't know, like I tell people that I ran a marathon before, they're like, oh my God, like you ran a marathon, you're crazy. And I'm like, yes, I am crazy, but you should do it too. And they're like, oh, no, like I could never do that. That's way too much, like blah, blah, blah. But it's really not. At the end of the day, it's just a marathon is honestly a challenge that you put for yourself. It's a barrier, it's a wall that you don't allow yourself to get over. So in you getting up and actually running and finishing it, it's one of those best feelings. And then when I say that it's a mental challenge, best believe that when I say it's a mental challenge, it's a mental challenge. There was always something like my running teacher, like my mentor, I guess you could say, he would always tell me, he was like, you're gonna hit a wall out of whether it's mile 10, 20, 24, 26, you're gonna hit a wall. And I was like, no, I don't believe you. Like, something's a little fishy. But best believe that when I got to mile 22, I wanted to give up. I wanted to stop. Like I was running, and as I was running, I see people on the floor laying down, and I was like, no, don't stop, just keep going, like walk if you have to, like don't stop, don't sit down, don't do anything, like you need to keep walking, you need to keep going. And I was just like, but every single when I tell you that for like a cool 10-15 minutes, I was literally in my head and I was like, stop, no, stop. Like one side of me is telling me stop, the other part of me is telling me keep going. And somehow, some way, I kept going and I kept running. And when I saw the finish line, all that tiredness I was like went away. I somehow managed to just I was like, I gotta go. Like it was probably a mile, less than a mile, more than half a mile for sure. And I was just, I gotta finish it. I gotta keep going. I don't know where all this energy came from, but I picked myself up and I ran. And that last little part that I ran until the finish line, from when I turned the corner down to the Santa Monica Pier, there was so many people there that I almost felt embarrassed if I stopped, you know? And it was just like, no, like all these people like literally cheering you on the entire time, encouraging you and pushing you to just keep going. And it like, I don't know what else to say. Like, if you've ever gone through something that's pushed you to that amount, and that's like, you've gotten that much encouragement from literally strangers, people you've never met before, people you're never gonna see again, and they're pushing you towards something that they know you could finish, and you deep down, like, keep doubting yourself that you could finish, like, I'll wait. Name it, put it down in the comments down below. I'll wait, because I haven't experienced anything like that. And it was one of those life-changing moments for me from when I finished that, when I crossed the finish line, where I was like, I really just ran 26.2 miles. Even when I did the half marathon, like I really just ran 13.1 miles. And it's crazy, you know? And it's just one of those things that people just need to experience. I'm telling you, if you don't want to run 26, 13, 5, 10, at least run 3. That's a 5K. Because when you get your medal and they put it on you, you get your shirt, you have your bib, you have your number, and you realize that there's so many other people doing that with you, like, that's a team effort right there, you know? I remember even just at the beginning of the starting line, it was just mind-boggling to me. Like, I'm right there and I'm just like, I'm really about to do this. Like, I'm like, they're really about to blow the whistle and I'm about to run. Like, wow. I don't, like, how am I gonna do it? And there's like people literally, I never met half of these people, and they're literally telling me like, you got this, like, you know, just keep going. you know, blah blah blah, giving me tips. There's people who have had like those gold bibs that have been running like year after year after year, just telling you like, keep going, you got this. Like, it's really a life-changing experience, and that's why I highly 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 recommend for everyone to run a marathon.